Na mtazamaji, tukisalia katika masuala yanayofungamana na mgomo wa madaktari, ni kwamba mbunge wa Embakasi Mashariki Babu Owino amewasilisha hoja kumtimua waziri wa afya Nakhumicha. Katika hoja yake, mbunge huyo mahiri amemshutumu Nakhumicha kwa uzembe na ukiukaji mkubwa wa viwango vya afya nchini kuhusiana na mgomo wa muda mrefu wa madaktari ambao umekuwa ukiendelea humu nchini. Kulingana na Babu Owino ni kwamba tangu kuanza kwa mgomo wa madaktari Machi tarehe 15, Wakenya wameshindwa kupata huduma za matibabu, hali ambayo imesababisha vifo.
The president should not leave the country when there's a serious crisis, when people are dying. The health ministry is unhealthy. The health ministry is sick. The country is sick. And therefore, as a result of that, we have come up with an impeachment motion. We are going back on Tuesday to Parliament, and this is the letter that we've sent to the clerk of the National Assembly so far on an impeachment motion that we want to impeach the Cabinet Secretary for Health, Nakhumicha, and we want her to continue staying at the funerals where she's enjoying staying instead of meeting the doctors and doing her job. So the letter reads, notice of motion, the removal of the Cabinet Secretary for Ministry of Health, Nakhumicha. Pursuant to Article 152(6) of the Constitution, as read with Standing Order 66, I wish to notify you of the intention to move a special motion for removal of the Cabinet Secretary for Health from office on two grounds. Namely, number one, gross violation of Articles 26(1) and 43(1)(a) of the Constitution, which provides for the right to the highest attainable standard of health respectively, and two, incompetence.
Hospitals are closed. We are losing mothers, we are losing children, and these doctors are only saying pay us our 12,000 shillings, which the court had agreed that will be increased to be paid to us. They are also saying pay the interns money. Now imagine an intern is being paid 20,000 shillings, and that intern is the one who is supposed to take care of you. So we are here, we are happy to have met with them. There are serious challenges, and these challenges, people seems not to be realizing them. So we've had a meeting with them, and we have agreed that they are ready to go to work only when certain irreducible minimums are met. Number one, again, is pay their 12,000 shillings, which was said. Number two, don't belittle the work which is done by the interns by paying them less than 30,000 shillings, even less than a security officer. The Cabinet Secretary, the above grounds are based on the following particulars. The Cabinet Secretary has failed to appreciate the seriousness of the strike and has failed to provide a lasting solution to settle the demands of the medics.
Kwa hivyo tunasema lazima madaktari waandikwe. Leo hii oncologist, madaktari ambao wanaangalia kansa, na kansa imekuwa nyingi sana katika taifa letu, hawako zaidi ya 20 katika Kenya nzima. Sijui hao 20 watagawanywa vipi katika 47 counties. Ukiangalia neurosurgeon, sisi kule Coast Region nzima tuko na mmoja peke yake anaitwa Dr. Okanga. Sijua ataenda Kwale, sijua aende Kilifi, sijua aende Mombasa. Sasa tunauliza jamani, hii wizara ya afya inaangazia haya mambo, haya matatizo nyeti, ama tutakuwa kila saa ni mambo ya paka mshikepanya? Uwezi kusema daktari ati intern doctor analipwa net ya 20,000 ama 22 jamani. Seriously, hata wale wafagiaji pale Mombasa County, najua wale wanalipwa 80-60,000 ambao hiyo ni kwa kama net yao, na leo daktari na kusoma zaidi ya miaka 7 na mambo yote unaambiwa ati hiyo net yako ati intern utapata 20,000. Seriously,
it is regrettable that the government can come out at night and lie to the public. And there is money that has been released, which has not been released yet to these doctors. And what is said to be released is something that they have reduced from the way doctors were paid in terms, with the terms that they agreed on the CBA terms. But they want them to be paid by the CRC terms. Something that has reduced their salaries from 130,000 to maybe 30,000. With the increasing high cost of living in this country, how do you dare reduce the salary of a medical doctor? It is very shameful, and we are calling the government to order. All this that has happened to this country, if we are in a very civilized country, 21 days of doctors striking, surely that calls for impeachment even of the president.
It is very sad to hear that even the clinical officers want to join in this strike. It is very sad. I want to beseech the government of Kenya, the Kenya Kwanza government, which I am part of, to kindly listen to the plea of Kenyans. The many patients who are succumbing into various medical issues because of lack of medical attention, which is supposed to be actually be provided by our doctors and our clinical officers. I thought those are things that the woman, having a woman minister and a woman PS in the same docket, I thought we would have the ceiling uncovered. But I'm very disappointed with Nakhumicha. Because all she's doing, she has become a politician. Her work is to visit funerals every day. Unfortunately, the funerals where she's attending, those are patients who succumbed to death because of lack of treatment in the hospitals. It is unfortunate that the whole CS we're supposed to be providing a solution is now following people in coffins to go and bury them.
As to whether the strike is on and off, all I can say is, pray tell. None of our doctors is going back to work until the government ends its end of the strike. We were never on strike in the first place. We were never, ever on strike in the first place. We were looking for the government. And you can see they are all helter-skelter. Yes, in funerals. So we are waiting for probably the next funeral in Western, and we might just be lucky. And I would like to tell you, as a chairman of the Doctors Union, that my pen is ready in my pocket right now, after an invigorating discussion with a youthful membership of our Parliament and Senate. As the judge rightly ruled today, that the strike stands suspended. On our end, we are ready. But in the following days, we are going to look for the government because it has not suspended its strike as yet. Our bare minimums, as you have told our leaders here, are as they have correctly understood. Do not touch the wallet of our interns. Pay us what you owe us. Employ doctors, even if they are not tenders, we know. So it is not attractive, but do the godly thing. Having said that, our doctors remain solid, and we are going to have the mother of all demonstrations of Tuesday, ostensibly, to look for the government.